George Washington was a man of contradiction who fought for America's freedom but owned more than 300 slaves with his wife at Mount Vernon.
Who owns you is huge. Your mother's a slave. You were born enslaved yourself.
Maria Morgan has led tours here for 5 years. One day, an elderly woman on one of Morgan's tours likened the slave quarters to a concentration camp.
I have a hard time on this tour. I like to talk about the individuals' lives. I think that's what this is about, these people. But I have to really be very careful, because if I get too much into it, then I end up crying.
The field slave diet was a ration of fish and cornmeal expected to last through the week, but Washington let them hunt their own food. Field slaves worked 14 hours a day with Sundays off. But house slaves had it worse, as they worked 18 hours each day and had 2 demanding bosses.
Like most employees, most people want to be, if their boss is around, people want to avoid their bosses at all costs.
One house slave was Hercules, the head cook. He escaped to freedom in 1797, leaving his 3 kids behind.
I've heard people say George Washington loves his slaves. He loves Mount Vernon, but to say that he loves these people it's a very twisted form of love.
Lenore Atkins reporting from Mount Vernon.